I deleted social media for a month, for 1 month only, and that was the best month in a while. I cannot explain to you how draining and how destructive these social media apps are, especially if it's not your job and the only thing you're doing is consume and consume and consume for hours on end. I'm gonna tell you one thing. You know those dreams you have, you know those goals you want to achieve, and you're wondering why you haven't achieved them yet? It's because of your social media apps. Let me tell you something. This is going to be a very hard to swallow pill as long as you refuse to give up the consumption of these social media channels. You won't achieve shit. You won't achieve anything. And now you could say, and if that's the case, but I want to be a content creator, you have to stop consuming anyway. You can't just scroll for hours for inspiration and for reference. You have to start creating at one point. You don't have to follow trends to achieve something, you just have to be authentic. Because a huge turn I see on these social media platforms is that people are so fed up with fake ass people, with fake ass shit. They want to see authentic people because we have been deprived from human connection so much that we're craving real people. And that is the thing. As long as you keep consuming, this shit is going to consume your soul and your essence as well. So you lose all sense of individuality on these apps. But you're not aware. You're like, oh, I'm just distracting myself. It's just a quick timeout. From what? Timeout from what? You're distracting yourself from your distraction, which is literally your life. Your whole life is a distraction from your actual purpose. Do you think actually, I know there's a lot of people who don't believe in God, but let's think realistically right now. Do you think that God put you on this planet to work a regular 9 to 5 that anyone could do? Let's be so for real right now. I know some people have this feeling since their childhood, and that should mean something. Since their childhood, they're saying, I have this feeling I'm meant to become something bigger. I'm meant to change people. I'm meant to do this and that. That's for a reason. That's your purpose. You just have to find out how to put it out into the world. And as long as you keep watching these brain rot ass videos, as long as you keep consuming this brainless media, you're going to turn into this brainless mess. Your soul will feel drained, and I know you're complaining about brain fog right now. I know you're complaining about it because when you consume for hours on end, it's like there's this veil around your brain. That's the case for me, at least. When I was off of these apps, I could think clearly. My speech improved. That is insane. Imagine these apps having so much impact on you that it even impacts the way you speak. Your IQ is literally decreasing by watching this shit. And you're saying, I want to create, I want to be an entrepreneur, I want to do this, I want to do that. Look at all the successful people on this planet, and please tell me which one of them is on social media like you. Which one of them is consuming TikToks for 7 hours straight, if not more? Name me one person. Name me one successful person that does that. You can't, because these people, they're successful for a reason. They are literally obsessed with their goals. They're obsessed with what they're doing, and they blend out everything that is standing in the way. And social media is on top of that list. Are we being dead ass? You have dreams. You have been postponing these dreams for years and years and years. I'm getting my shit together even though my life is falling apart. Like, you could consider me literally homeless right now. I'm living with my sister in law. That's how crazy everything is right now. I could be crying on my bed and saying, "Oh, my life is so horrible." I'm not. I'm not, because I have goals. I can't keep dwelling in this despair and sadness. If I have goals, if I have dreams, if there is something that God has called me to do, I cannot do that. And neither can you. You do not have the time, bro. You do not have the time to idle around and say, "Oh, I can do it tomorrow." No, you do you know that you will be alive tomorrow? Genuinely asking. No, you don't. You keep skipping the gym. You keep skipping your workouts, you keep skipping your routines that you want to build. It's small things, but those things over time, they build up. You start here, but they slowly, and then one day, boom, all of the things you were accumulating, all of the small habits you were accumulating, at one point, they will trigger this event that will cause you to flip your life upside down in a positive way. But as long as you keep consuming and as long as you are a consumer, that won't happen. That won't happen. In life, there's always something you have to give up in order to gain something. There is always a sacrifice to a huge thing you want. You can't have both. Weird comparison, but in the Bible it says you can't please both sides. You can't just say I'm Christian and then do worldly stuff that is corrupting your soul. You have to pick one side. Either you're on the devil's side or you're pleasing God. You can't just, and that's what they call lukewarm. That's exactly what it is. At one point, you will have to decide, am I a consumer or am I a creator? And as long as you keep postponing that decision, your dreams won't become reality because you will not have the energy to do it. Your brain will not have the normal function it should have for you to achieve those things because you're literally frying your brain, which is not a secret anymore. Everything is bound to you making that one decision that will change your life. Am I going to keep consuming this shit? Or am I going to delete all of the apps and get my shit together? Because trust me, when you delete those apps and you keep them deleted, your life literally turns around. No. This 1 month that I was off of social media helped me realize so many things. And since like I want to help people, which is why I'm on these platforms in the first place. And the thing is, as long as I was consuming, I couldn't do that because I was looking for inspiration. I was looking for, I was looking for what could I do that could speak to people. I just have to be here. I just have to show up for myself. I just have to show up for the people I want to help. And as long as I'm not doing that, nothing's going to change.
It should be common sense, honestly.
Like, we all know these phones are destroying our lives. And one day, you will be old. Your youth that you have right now, the energy you have right now, the discipline you could build, you can build that in older times as well. But right now, you're in your peak. You're in your peak session of your life where you can deplete these energies to create something meaningful. But if you choose to, please stop consuming and start chasing after your dreams, like seriously.